Hello everyone. As you all know, all incredible and spectacular moments happen every day. Fortunately, almost everyone now has a camera, and we can easily see them from anywhere in the world. Get ready to witness crazy jumping whales, sea bomb tests, and amazing art objects. You'll see all of them in our new collection. So sit back and let's start watching. We can't give an exact answer whether this water is frozen or still flowing from the tap. Write in the comments if you know the answer. David Bell may have invented parkour, but he definitely can't do a backflip cooler than this pigeon. In this video, several people fulfill a real dream to touch a giant whale at once. If a passenger without a ticket did not fall in love with a girl from a rich family, then most likely everything will end well. We are sure that you have never seen a more unusual bench than this work of art. There is a feeling that this guy knows everything about timing. It seems that if you see this in real life, you will never want to go down to the subway again. It looks like these two are not bothered by an avalanche. Why do we say these two? Take a closer look. And after all, no one can accuse him of harassment. This is another reason to check the bottom before diving. The crew of this ship was certainly nervous, but they will remember these views for a lifetime. This is a small remake of Beauty and the Beast in real life. It looks like someone has clearly angered Thor here. The driver immediately went to a party on the occasion of the second birthday. This stunningly beautiful and very rare albino python practices the skills of creating waves with its body. It looks fantastically attractive. These guys obviously tried to break the system and my brain. Now you need to think about how this is even possible. The rescue operation looked so cool and spectacular that it could have been a great episode of some cool new movie. You shall use it if you are a director. While you make sure that your car always has a spare wheel or full first aid kit, other people carry a whole spare car with them. Well, you never know what can happen on the road. This is just another mystery. What do you think is going on here? What a cute thing! You can watch such a touching picture forever, especially when you have a comfortable chair and a cup of tea or strong coffee in your hands. If you are afraid of spiders, then it's better to run home right away after noticing something like this on the street. Why would you experience stress from contact with arthropods? Don't know how to entertain yourself on a day off? Now show a little imagination and creativity, and you'll be happy. It turns out that there's a reason why people think that positive emotions are contagious. I'm sure now the man in the video will be in a good mood for a long time. While the dog just decided to leave its mark, someone will have to redo all the work again. It could have been a great advertisement for doors if the young man had guessed to use this situation in a different way. After all, look how durable it turned out to be. This dog probably trained a lot to play Jenga while its owners were not at home. Otherwise, where do such skills come from? Now, I'm not even going to ask myself how this was possible. Anyway, no one will give a reliable answer. Usually I can observe something similar when I leave my bathroom, but everything is not so simple here. I don't know what problem this driver created, but he will clearly have less free time now. Why? Since he'll have to walk to work. Now take a look at this stupid person and never repeat anything like that. This is my advice to you. We have a working life hack on how to park in a proper way while saving a lot of space on the road for other cars. I'm kidding, of course. This is a budget-friendly version of the helmet for motorcyclists. However, I would strongly doubt its reliability. It's no secret that scammers often throw themselves under the wheels of cars in order to bring down considerable compensation from drivers. But this was too brazen, and it did not end with anything good. Yes, this passerby is a real lucky guy. He was able to find a magic portal in broad daylight, and so unexpectedly. These little fish do not know what fear and the instinct of self-preservation are. Will you dare to enter the shark's toothy mouth? You will notice such an unusual insect on the branches of trees or somewhere on the grass. Well, but if you just look very closely, it is often said that designers and architects are brilliant people, and looking at such an idea, you begin to clearly understand why. So what? This man just wanted to spend some lazy time and read a book. However, the problem is hidden in the place he chose for this activity. It is not the most suitable one. The road in such a gorge seems to be something incredibly amazing. Do you agree that this place has a certain mystery? Do you want to have a virtual girlfriend? With the new modern technology, you can have it already, even tomorrow. I don't envy those guys who own these cars. Now they will obviously have to wait until the snows come off and they can finally get behind the wheel. It was beautiful and incredibly spectacular, and it's great that someone was very observant and didn't miss the moment. To see such a thing in reality is like finding yourself in a terrible dream where an unknown creature attacks you and there is simply nowhere to hide from it. The launch of the F-18 fighter looks incredibly impressive. This road is located in Chile, and only an experienced driver can drive along it. However, it looks very impressive from the drone. This dog obviously made a mistake when it decided to run across the road in such a wrong place, but fortunately, it was incredibly lucky. This is the fastest and most spectacular way to settle down on the beach. Tell me honestly, would you dare to swim there? Do you like rafting on a mountain river? This guy loves it. He loves it so much that he uses 6 boats at once. Sailing is one of the most beautiful things in the world, but one can face failures too. Usually, astronauts have to drink liquids from special bags, but this special coffee cup, which they can use in zero gravity, makes them feel at home. These people were expecting a low-flying plane, but they could not even think that it would fly so low. Not everyone can enjoy such stunning views, but this dog is incredibly lucky. Even such giants sometimes want to scratch their bellies. This is what the effect of any deodorant looks like if you believe in advertising. There is a very high probability that he started skating after he became a champion in shot throwing. I had no idea that goats are such excellent climbers. As you can see, they found a good option for practicing their skills and talents. Who can tell me here that these hard games are not for girls? Just look at what these ladies are doing. They play on the same level as the guys. Hey, isn't the portion too big for you two guys? If you continue having these meals, you can get too big in a matter of weeks. The seabed hides us from many more of its wonderful inhabitants. Apparently, it's time for you and me to get to know one of them better. How beautiful is our nature? There is still so much magic and riddles hidden in it. And it can even take your breath away and attract attention. I have to confess that I have always been amazed and incredibly impressed by people who are passionate about their work. Moreover, sometimes they can be on fire in the literal sense of the word. The studio of the young chemical expert probably looks like this. Well, the main thing is that everything is safe. And this amazing creature also lives in the depths of the sea. Moreover, it is so beautiful that it is impossible to take your eyes off it. Can you go fishing without leaving home? Yes, it's very easy because nothing is impossible. Undoubtedly, this is one of the strangest and most unusual videos today, and it definitely deserves to be in our collection. Soil liquefaction is a fairly rare phenomenon, and this person decided to show something really stupid out of ignorance of the case and all the danger. It was real luck. He had a chance to try the attraction and get a new phone at the same time. What could be better? They say you will never catch a fish without any work, but I'm ready to refute this theory. Well, just watch yourself. This is what a real test of reflexes and peripheral vision looks like. As you can see, the girl passed it perfectly. Anyone else would have already fled from that car in horror. However, there was still that one who has no sense of fear at all. It looks spectacular. However, there are plenty of other ways to give your friend a can of stirred beer. At first glance, a piece of rock is rushing through the water now. In fact, this upgraded watercraft is someone's impressive development. I bet you haven't seen such a pianist yet. I think the horse has been training intensively for more than 1 year to achieve real mastery. These guys decided not to leave the fat seal hungry and treat it with some fish. As you can see, the big guy didn't mind at all because they had a good appetite. It was a huge mistake to be in the water when a real killer wave is rushing ashore. First of all, you need to think about your safety, not about vivid impressions. Sometimes trees are absolutely not ready to become firewood or even paper. That's why they try to withstand all attempts of stubborn woodcutters. Something very powerful exploded inside this rock. Perhaps they use this way to reach the hard rocks in the quarry. During every volcanic eruption, the true forces of nature awaken, which are both terrifying and impressive. Incandescent lava flows down the slopes while forming rivers of fire. What a sight of indescribable beauty! The dam was destroyed, so the rapid flow of water was released and showed everyone its power and strength, saving no one and nothing in its path. This small whirlpool in the middle of a crystal clear pond is a unique sight, which is not dangerous to humans and very beautiful. Any volcanic eruption can cause waves like a tsunami, which will take away everything nearby. It is almost impossible to escape from the flood that suddenly hits the city. Nature clearly shows that man and all his constructions are nothing to it. Even a very experienced captain fails to get out of a strong storm once in a while. As you can see, it is useless to fight against the elements. All that remains is to save the lives of loved ones and your own as quickly as possible. Whirlpools are formed by the collision of several currents. We can say that these are natural anomalies that are very dangerous, at the same time, insanely beautiful. This impressive part of the mountain collapsed into the sea while breaking the highway in a matter of seconds. Such a strong wind can uproot even a 100-year-old tree. A sea sandstorm is a very exciting sight. This phenomenon seems to blur the line between heaven and earth. This is what the fastest garbage can looks like. Even though the vehicle is really capable of accelerating to high speeds, how can one get rid of the thought of the trash can? This is the case when you wanted to save on delivery and you want to solve it with your head. What a weirdo! As you can see, nothing prevents him from making a few phone calls, and let the whole world wait. Such a bright visual effect can be easily obtained at home with the help of an ordinary bulb. As you can see, the world of magic is closer than you think. You might think that this recording was made in slow motion, yet everything happens in real time. Have you ever seen a volcano eruption from this angle? Apparently, he was on his way to his car mechanic. That's what it means to be lucky with great timing. What a horror for real claustrophobics. I know that not everyone will dare to go there, but take a look at the reward. There are jobs where you get a great show as a bonus. If you're a 400-pound predator, it doesn't mean that you don't want to play sometimes. It seems that these turtles have conceived their own ritual. Sometimes just being able to ride a bike is not enough. You also need to be lucky. With such a level of adrenaline, he needs to drink something stronger. It's the best way to calm down. As you know, long hair is a real gem for a woman. As it turns out, sometimes it can be too much hair, as well as with all these accessories. The luggage did not wait for its owner and decided to go on a long-awaited journey on its own. Nature creates itself and destroys itself. As you can see, it is not easy to compete with such an opponent.
Hit the tree.
What a sad situation. As we can see, you are not the first and not the last one whom this machine has decided to cheat. Sometimes life is very unfair, especially at times when you have to pay for something that is absolutely not your fault. Why go to the ocean if you can perform complex stunts on a jet ski in your pool? What an oddball! The next time you think you can't do something, remember that a guy with no eyesight was able to learn how to skateboard. Now you've seen a flamingo drinking from a glass, and this is something extremely cool. Dolphins often swim near boats because the wave helps them to save energy. At the same time, happy passengers of the boat get a funny way to entertain themselves. Now you know what happens when lightning hits a power line. Give this video your like if it looks incredibly impressive. Now we have the moment when you find out that she doesn't like your favorite music groups. Take a look at this incredibly exciting sight. This is a smoking volcano. This is truly a natural phenomenon because gases, ash, lava, and smoke are emitted from the bowels of our Earth. In the description of this picture, it was indicated that this is one of the women's prisons in Russia. But is it true? Write your opinion in the comments below. Sometimes an ordinary walk can make you reassess life. This celebration was memorable because of a double and very spectacular show because the lightning hit right into the fireworks. This duck does not even suspect yet that it will become famous as the first to conquer space. Only a real Supergirl can also charm everyone with tricks while fighting crime. It seems that this is the most spectacular snowball that has ever been thrown into the water. Have you ever seen such a party with so many balloons? If you haven't found firewood in a barbecue, you can always just use burning resin. Maybe you can't always get what you want right away, but it's worth changing the approach, and the result will be stunning. It's worth applauding the reaction of this guy, who will switch to reverse gear in time. Probably the excavator driver still dreams about that windmill that was falling right on him. We all know that guys don't grow up, but only change their toys, and it seems that Elon Musk has the coolest ones. These guys were so tired of riddles about pyramids that they decided to show how they were built by their own example. We often enjoy videos with whales, but for some reason, we don't think about how frighteningly loud they can be, especially when they decide to jump around you. And who said that a huge stingray can't be your pet? This is what a truly brutal job looks like. This thing is called a vortex cannon, and especially large models are able to demolish even structures with the flow of air. No wonder they say that there is always a bigger fish. Give this video a like if you also like tea as the designer of this art object. And in this case, the fish in the ocean are definitely unlucky with their neighbors. And here is what a real sea bomb test looks like. This guy definitely played a lot of GTA and decided to perform tricks on boats in real life. It's hard to say whether it was a good idea to confiscate someone else's car in this way, but the fact that the driver of the car managed to make the driver nervous is obvious. I think the Maserati driver has already regretted that he accepted the offer to tow his vehicle out of the sand by a passing car. And this is the case when you don't have time to learn anything in advance about the place where you decide to go scuba diving. I don't know how he does it, but it looks like something from another world. She has no issues with her accuracy, but her partner's reaction is even better. I think everyone would dream of such shots and sensations. That's not just everyone would have the courage to spend some time on the edge of a waterfall.